Hello dear students, myself Professor Mishramkar Sunetra from JAT Arts, Science and Commerce College, Malegaon, Department of English. Dear students, welcome to the third part of Elements of Novel. In our earlier two presentations, we have seen the four major elements of novel: plot, dialogue, setting and conflict. Dear students, novel is an important genre of English literature. According to the dictionary, novel is a fictional prose narrative of considerable length, typically having a plot that is unfolded by the actions, speech, and thoughts of the characters. The novel is a worldwide cultural instrument which helps to redefine the time and space where we live, the way we speak and talk, how do we feel, and what we do. Novel is considered as hybrid genre of literature. It encompasses many different subgenres. It is always in search of a definition, so still no one can give a proper definition of novel. There are 6 major elements of novel, and we have already seen the elements, that is plot, dialogue, setting and conflict. Dear students, in today's presentation, we are going to see the remaining 2 major elements of novel, that is writer's point of view and characters. Now, another important element of novel is point of view. Point of view is usually an important element of novel. It is the mode of narration of the author to portray the events in a novel. It is utilization of pronouns to express the point of view of the author. Here, we can say that it is defined as the angle from which the story is told. So, there are 3 types of points of views: first person, second person and third person. Sometimes it is also called as innocent eye, means the story is told through the eyes of a child. Now, we'll focus on first person point of view. Now here, in first person point of view, the story is narrated by the main character. Here, the main character or the central character narrates the entire story of the novel. It is a use of pronoun I, me, us, etc. So, in this particular point of view, the narrator is normally the author himself or any other character like hero or heroine. Here, the author or the hero or the heroine tell the story. It is really an important and also natural method of narrating the story. The first person point of view provides credibility to the story of the author. The author himself tells the story to his readers, which gives rise to an impression that the story the author is telling is based on realities and there is absolutely no element of artificiality. Here we can take example of Charles Dickens's Great Expectation. Now the second person point of view is the mode of narration in which the author employs second person. This point of view is called as objective point of view. It is very occasionally employed by the novelist because it is the most challenging point of view. The author needs to use the pronouns you, your to take the story ahead. In this particular point of view, the author turns out to be a spectator. He barely watches the action of the story. And this second person point of view is an important point of view. It is a mode of narration. Then the next one is third person point of view. The third person point of view is a mode of narration in which the author makes use of third person pronouns to tell the story. Here the author utilizes the pronoun he, she, it, they. It is more widely used by the authors on account of having flexibility in narrating the story of the novel. The novelist has many choices to obtain information about any character or event. In this point of view, we get the insight in the personality of any character. This is also called as omniscient point of view. Here, the stream of consciousness, the story is told so that the reader feels as if they are in the head of the characters. This is also another mode of narration. Now here, in first person, the story is told by the protagonist or one of the characters who interacts closely with the protagonist. In point of view, we can say that the writer is omniscient, means he can narrate the story using the omniscient point of view, means he is present everywhere. He can move from one character to another character. He can move from one event to another event. He can have free access to the thoughts, feelings, and motivations of the characters, and he can give information when and where he chooses. Now, in third person narrative, the writer's point of view is presented. Audience only knows what the character knows. Here, this omniscient objective, the author tells the story in third person. It appears as through a camera. It is following the characters. It only records what is seen and heard, but no comments on the character. Now, the last important element of novel is character. Characters are the people, animals, or natural forces represented persons in novel. There are three types of characters: main characters, minor characters. There can be static characters or dynamic characters. Now, characterization. Characterization is an essential element of novel. Through characterization, the author develops a character. Here, the physical appearance and personality of the character is portrayed. It is portrayed through the speech, thoughts, feelings, actions, interactions of that character with other characters. And through this characterization, we get direct comments by the writer, by the author. Characterization is the craft of creating characters in a novel or a drama. Through characterization, the writer unveils the personality of character. There are different types of characters or characterization. It can be direct characterization or indirect characterization. In direct characterization, the author straightforwardly let us know about the identity of the character. He can make use of different descriptive words to expose the disposition of the character. Whereas in indirect characterization, the character is revealed through his actions. So that is called as indirect characterization. The main characters are means the characters which are most important characters. For example, in R.K. Narayan's The Guide, Raju, Rosie, Marco are the main characters. The action of the plot and main conflict is revolved around the central character. So, the central character is called as protagonist. So, that protagonist is the main character or hero in a narrative or a drama. He is usually the one with whom the audience identifies. The antagonist is the person or a thing or force that works against the protagonist. So, the character which is exactly opposite to the hero, to the protagonist, is called as antagonist. It can be another character, it can be a family also, it can be a society also, or it can be force of nature, or it can be a force within the main character also. Here, the characteristics of a person are presented or portrayed through characterization. So here author tells us about the physical appearance, not only this, but the way the character thinks, feels and dreams, or what the character does or what the character does not do, what the others say about him, or there may be a heroine also, so what others say about her, or how others react to him or her. So the characters can be individual characters, they can be round, they can be many sided, complex characters, developing characters, dynamic characters, or they can be changing characters. These characters are called as complex characters also. Whereas another type of characters are static characters. They are stereotype, they do not change, they do not surprise. So, characterization is also an important element of novel. So, dear students, through this presentation, we have seen the elements of novel. Thank you.